tree can be considered as an undirected graph in which two vertices are connected by exactly one path, or it can be said as a connected acyclic undirected graph. A tree can be considered as an abstract data model in which data is organized in a hierarchical model recursively. Data is stored in the nodes with a parent-child relationship, and the link between these two nodes are known as the edges. If a tree has n number of nodes, then there will be a maximum of n minus 1 edges.
So here we can connect trees with the graphs also. Like we can tell it as, I have given the note down because I didn't want to confuse by writing it over here. A tree can be considered as an undirected. You might have seen when we draw the trees, there will be no direction on the edges. So trees can be considered as an undirected graph with the two vertices connected with exactly one path. We have seen the examples in graph where there is more than one edge. We were calling it as parallel edges, right? If you have more than one edge connecting two end vertices, then it is known as parallel or multiple edges. So in case of trees are graphs which are undirected, and there is only one path existing between two end vertices, and there is only one edge which is there between two vertices, and it should be a connected and acyclic graph. Undirected it should be, and then it should be a cyclic graph, then only it will become a tree. So this definition I am just giving just to connect between the graphs and the trees. Graphs are trees are undirected graphs, and in that also between two vertices there should be only one edge existing, and that graph should be an acyclic, and it should be a connected graphs. Connected means all the vertices should be connected, and it should be connected only by one edge, and there should not be any cycle existing, and it should be an undirected graph. So now when we write about trees as we have seen for the graphs, this is also a non-linear data structure, and it organizes data in a hierarchical structure, and it becomes a recursive hierarchical structure, and in which we have a parent-child relationship between the nodes. And these nodes will be having the data or the number which is represented inside the node is also known as key. We will be checking or doing the traversals and all other operations on the tree based on the key values. Got it? The value or the number which is stored inside the node is known as key value. The links between the nodes is known as edges. And there is a connection between the number of nodes and the number of edges. If n is the number of nodes, then we can have maximum of n minus 1 edges in the tree. Now we will move on to the next one. Here few more definitions are there.
The origin of the data
all are very simple definitions.
For the starting node is known as the root node. The parent nodes are the nodes which has child nodes. So the root node is the only node which does not have any parent node. And a parent node can have any number of child nodes. A root node is not considered as a child node, as it does not have any parent node. The nodes of the same parent are called the sibling nodes. The nodes which does not have any child node can be considered as a leaf node or the terminal node. The nodes other than the leaf nodes which are coming between the root node and the terminal node or the leaf node are known as the internal nodes or the non-terminal nodes.
These are very simple definitions which you may be knowing also. The starting node of the tree, which is on top, that is known as a root node. And for the root node, we indicate the origin of the tree data structure. And then we have all the nodes named as parent and child node. A parent is a node which is having more than one child node. So if it is connected down with two edges to two other nodes, then it is known as a parent node. So every node other than the root node has a parent node. So as the root node is the top node or it is a starting node, it doesn't have any parent node. And one more thing is the child nodes, all the nodes except the root node. Root node is not a child node because it doesn't have any parent node. The nodes of the same parent, that and all like common terms only, siblings, right? Siblings we will tell, right? So the brothers and sisters of the same parent will be called as siblings, right? The nodes with the same parent are known as sibling nodes. And the nodes which are not having any child node, they are known as a leaf node. The one more term is the terminal node. Are you following or what? It's very simple, no? Those definitions.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. In this, even compared with the graph, this is not having that much terminologies. And nodes other than the leaf node. So all the nodes which are coming between the root node and the leaf node are known as the internal nodes. They are also known as non-terminal nodes. So the leaf nodes are known as terminal nodes. Other than that, all other nodes which are coming in between, they are known as the non-terminal nodes.
The origin of the
Now we have levels mentioned for the trees. So levels indicate the generation of each node. So which generation it is coming. The root node is considered as level 0. And then the next level, so which indicate the children of the root node, that level is known as a level 1. Then the next level, which is known as a grandchildren of the root node, is taken as the level 2. So levels start from 0, that indicate the root node, and from the root node, the next level is known as a level 1, and then comes the grandchild level. No, that level becomes level 2. So each level indicate the generation of the node. Root generation is 0, and then for each one we are adding up. The total number of children of a node. So now we had studied about the degree of a directed and an undirected graph, right? So this is an undirected graph. So you can take, you can explain in terms of graph also, but here we can tell in terms of tree. That means total number of children of a node is called a degree of that node. Total number of children of a node is known as the degree of that node. Degree of a tree is the, suppose I have given in the next slide. So here degree of C, the vertex C will be considered as the degree of number of nodes which are connected, or the child nodes which are there for C. So here we are not connecting or considering the edge which is connected to the parent node of C. We are considering only the edges which are connected with the child nodes. Child nodes are G and H, right? So the degree of C is indicated by the degree or the number of nodes which are connected to the child node. So here C is having a degree of 2 while B is having the degree of 3. Now if we consider, that is the degree of each node B and C. But when we consider the degree of this tree, we have to consider the maximum degree of this nodes. So here B is having the maximum degree. Maximum degree of any node which is present in the tree is taken as the degree of the tree. So here degree of this tree is equal to the degree of B, which is the maximum degree in this tree. So degree of a node is considered as a total number of children or the nodes, child nodes which a node is having. Degree of a tree is a maximum degree of the nodes in a given tree. Maximum number of nodes in a given tree. So the path is a sequence of consecutive edges from the source node to the destination. We have seen in graphs also, right? Path is a sequence of, we had written there on one notation, we had written with the vertices alone. And then I had indicated another way to indicate the path. It is with the vertices and the edges. So path in a tree also we can indicate using the node number and also the edges. Path is a sequence of consecutive edges from the source node to the destination node. So the source node, we can take it as the root node, and up to the leaf node, if you are finding all the vertices or the nodes and the edges which are there in from the source node to the destination node will be taken as the path. Now, the total number of edges. So there are two more terms which you should understand: height of a tree and depth of a tree. Height of the tree is a total number of edges from the leaf node to a particular node. So here, this height and depth are taken in two opposite directions. So from the leaf node, which leaf node will be at the bottom of the tree, right? From the leaf node to any of the node. You can take it as the root node also, from down to up. If you are considering from the leaf node to any of the node which is above, that is taken as the height of that particular node. If you are finding the total length of the path from the leaf node to the root node, that is known as the height of the tree. Is it clear? So for leaf nodes, the height will be 0 because we are starting from the leaf node, right? So leaf node, the height will be 0. Height means we are starting from the leaf node. Okay, that you should be should not get confused from the depth of the tree. In height of the tree or height of a particular node, we are taking from the leaf node the number of edges. So in each edge, we are taking the length as 1. So from the leaf node to any of the node, if you are taking, then it becomes that height of that node. If you are taking the height from the leaf node to the root node, that becomes the height of the tree. Height of all the leaf nodes will be 0. Now, another term is depth of the tree. Depth of the tree will be taken or considered from the root node. So from top to bottom is taken as the depth of the tree. You know depth of a sea and the height of a mountain, right? So depth we will be measuring down. So from the root node, we will be considering the longest path to a particular leaf node or any of the nodes. So that will be considered as depth of a particular node and depth of a tree. If you are considering from the root node to the leaf node, that is known as the depth of the tree. And if you are considering from the root node to any of a particular node in between or intermediate node, that is taken as the depth of that particular node. Depth of the root node will be 0. Height of the leaf node will be 0. Depth of the root node will be 0. So there are only two terms in this, height and the depth. Height will be considered from the leaf node to any of the nodes which are above. And depth will be considered or will be calculated from the root node. The sequence of nodes and edges from one node to another node is known as a path. I kept it in the before slide also. So you can, so as in graph, here also we can either indicate only with the edges or with the nodes and the edges. So if you write nodes and edges only, it will be clear, right? There is no other way. So it will be with the nodes and the edges from one node to the another node is known as the path. Length of the path is the total number of nodes in that path. So we will be considering the edges weight as 1. So we will be counting the number of nodes between the two vertices. So it will be giving you the length of the path. Each child from a node form a subtree. Now we have seen the concept of subgraph, right? Similarly, for the trees, we have subtree in which each child node will be forming a subtree with its parent node. So every child node will form a subtree on its parent node. So we can see that it can be considered as a tree. That subtree also will be a tree with the parent node. So here I have kept one an example for the tree, and this will be A will be the root node, and the edge between A and B will be considered as the link between the two nodes is considered as an edge. The parent node for the nodes D, E, F will be B. So D will be considered as a child node for parent B. All the nodes between the root node and the terminal node are known as the internal node. So B and C will be examples for the internal node. all those nodes which are not having any child node are known as a leaf node. So D, E, F, G, H are known as a leaf nodes. So those nodes having the same parent, E and F are having the same parent as B. So those nodes which are having the same parent are known as a sibling. Now, what is the degree of a particular node? Degree of the node C is number of child nodes connected to C. The degree of C is 2. Degree of B will be 3. So the degree of the tree will be considered as the maximum degree of any of the nodes which is present in the tree. So degree of tree will be considered as 3. Now for the levels or the generation of the tree, root node will be considered as level 0. And the intermediate node or the next child nodes level of the root node is known as level 1. Grandchild level of the root node is known as level 2. Now we can take any of the child with the parent as a subtree of the main tree, which will be having a subset of the nodes and the vertices, nodes and the edges of the main tree. So the path from A to H will be having the nodes and the vertices, edges which are there between A and H. So we will be counting the number of nodes which are there between the any two vertices. So the length of the edge which is connecting between or the path between A to H will be 3. Height will be considered from the leaf node to any of the nodes. If you are taking the height of the tree, then we have to consider the path from the leaf node to the root node. Depth of the tree is considered from the root node to any of the nodes. If you are considering the depth of the tree, we have to consider the length of the path from the root node to leaf node. So here, I think all the topics are clear, right? Or you want me to explain again? Any doubts are there? Here,
no, ma'am.
Here number of nodes are 9. That means number of edges will be 9 minus 1. That is 8 edges will be present. So that I had given in the beginning, no? 9 nodes are present means you will be having 8 edges. Here how many I have, one I had removed, no? So here I should be keeping, how many edges are there? Nodes are there? 8 are there, right? So how many edges will be present? 7.
7.
Now we'll be consider one more topic which is present is binary tree. So binary tree is a tree data structure. So all the definitions which we have given for tree, that is non-linear data structure, that all we have to consider here. It is a tree in which every node can have a maximum of 2 children. Are you all listening? How many are present now? All are giving attendance, right? In the chat box?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So a binary tree is a tree data structure in which every node can have a maximum of 2 children. So here in the definition of binary tree, we have to understand maximum of 2 children. So it can be either 0 or it can be 1 or 2. Understood? In a binary tree, every node can have either 0 child, 1 child or 2, but not more than 2. One is known as the nodes which are connected to the left side is known as a left child. The other is known as the right child. I didn't write that line properly. So the nodes which are connected to the left side of the root node is known as a left child, and nodes which are connected to the right side of the root node is known as a right child. And there are different types of binary tree. So here we are telling that maximum of 2 children. It can be either 0, 1 and 2, but not more than 2. That is the definition of a binary tree. But when we go for the different types of binary tree, there are 3 types of binary tree: strictly binary tree, complete binary tree, and extended binary tree. So depending upon the on the number of nodes present, binary tree classification can be of 3 types: strictly binary tree, complete binary tree, and the extended binary tree. So here in strictly binary tree, we are restricting on the a number as it is a binary tree. So in the definition of binary tree, we had told that it can be either 0 or 1 child or 2 child. Here in a strictly binary tree, every node has either 2 or 0 number. It cannot have 1 child. Is it clear? So we are again redefining, or we are making some more restrictions for the binary tree. Here each node can have either 2 or 0. But in binary tree, we can have 0, 1 or 2 child. So this is also known as a full binary tree or a proper binary tree or 2 tree. Understood? In strictly binary tree, there is no concept of 1 child, either 2 or 0. Now, in complete binary tree, it is strictly told that each node should be having 2 children. And all nodes of the leaf node at the same level. No, it should be having the correct number of, that is, it should be having a maximum. It should be having 2 nodes in the same level, which are there in the same level. Which are the nodes which are there in the same level? B and C are in the same level, right? So both B and C should be having. It should be having 2 children. Understood? So we are if you consider the nodes at the level 2, none of the nodes are having having any child nodes, right? So it should be like all the nodes in the same level should be having it should be having the same degree. That means it should not have any nodes. If one is having, then all should have. But if one node is having, then it should be having 2 nodes, 2 child nodes. So binary tree, in which a complete binary tree is a binary tree in which every internal node has exactly 2 children, and all the leaf nodes are at the same level, and it is called a complete. So here the term internal nodes, that means leaf nodes should not have, otherwise it will be like continuous, right? Yeah, we can avoid these leaf nodes by telling internal nodes. Or you can tell a binary tree is a tree in which every node except the leaf nodes. Instead of telling that, we can tell it as internal nodes. All internal nodes has exactly 2 children, and all the leaf nodes are at the same level. So E, F, G and H are at the same level. Which level it is? A is at level 0, B and C are at level 1, right? And level 2, all the leaf nodes E, F, G and H will be at the same level. That is at the level 2. And at every level of the complete binary tree, there must be 2 raised to level number of nodes. If you have level 0, then there should be, if we have only one level of complete binary tree, means 2 raised to 0 means only one node should be there. What is 2 raised to 0? 2 raised to level. If we are telling that I have only, in this tree, we have only level 0. That means we have, how many nodes should be present? 2 raised to 0. That is 2 raised to 0 is nothing but 1. So there should be only one node. If there are, if we are telling I have one level, then it should be 2 raised to 1. That means it should be 2 nodes. At every level of the complete binary tree, there should be at least 2 raised to level. So in each complete binary tree, at each level, so in the second one level, it should be 2 nodes. And at the second level 2, there must be 2 raised to 2 means there should be 4 nodes. In level 3, there must, if I am drawing one more level, then there should be 8 nodes present for a complete binary tree. That means E should be having 2 child nodes, F should be having 2, G should be having 2, and H should be having 2. That means 8 nodes altogether should be present at the leaf nodes. The another term for the complete binary tree is perfect binary tree. So this another term for complete binary tree is perfect binary tree, while for the strictly binary tree, we are naming it as full binary tree or proper binary tree. 2 names are there, or 2 tree. But better to remember full binary tree and proper binary tree. This is perfect binary tree. Now the last one is extended binary tree. It's the full binary tree obtained by adding the dummy nodes to a binary tree. So we had seen what is full binary tree. So into that, if I am adding dummy nodes to become dummy, what we have seen, what is binary tree, right? Binary tree, what is the definition? What is the definition of a binary tree? each node can have either 0 child or 1 child or 2 child, right? So into a binary tree, if I am adding dummy nodes to make it as a full binary tree, then it is known as an extended binary tree. Into a binary tree. So binary tree, we know the definition is like a node can have either 0 child or 1 child or maximum 2 child. So in case if you have, this is an example of a binary tree which is having only one node. So I have added one dummy node, one child node. So I have added a dummy node in order to make it as 2 child nodes for the parent C. So we are adding a dummy node to make it as a full binary tree. That is known as an extended binary tree. So this need not be a complete binary tree. In this example, it is a complete binary tree by adding dummy nodes. Understood? So it can be like one more level is there, and all the leaf nodes need not be in the same level. Is it clear? One more example, if you want, you can draw with one child node having, that means all the leaf nodes need not be in the same level. We are trying to make it as a full binary tree, not as a complete binary tree. So binary tree, we are converting into a full binary tree by adding dummy nodes. That is known as extended binary tree.